friends, it's Anna here today and welcome to my channel. I am so excited you're here with me today. Today we are going over some projects that I'm going to be working on in the next couple of weeks, and I just kind of wanted to share them with you. So here we are. Let's get started. If you're new around here, I am so glad you came to visit. I am a sewist that just loves to sew and share my sewing abilities with you all, and I just love sewing together. So I am so glad you're here. Welcome to the back of my camper where I am living at the moment. We are in the middle of a move, so this is where I am doing my sewing. And sometimes I feel like I want to sew because I love this hobby of mine, but I have no idea what to make. And today was one of those days. I'm like so excited. I'm like, I want to sew. I know that I want to sew. I have some time. I have a little bit of time, but I have no idea what I want to sew. Nothing is sparking my sewing mojo. So then I was thinking, I sat here for a while looking through things. Let me note something. I was looking through like free patterns, and a lot of my free patterns, like they're not free anymore. Not my personal free patterns, but like free patterns that I've made in the past that were free patterns are no longer free. What's up with that? Like these pattern companies have changed their mind and now they've made them pay, like you got to pay for them. So anyway, that's another rant for another time. But there are still a few pattern companies who honor their free patterns, will always be free pattern companies. So that's awesome. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I was looking through and I was thinking, I didn't know what to make, and I thought about making some tees, some easy tops, because I just love easy tops, and I grab them and I wear them, and I feel like I wear the same thing over and over again because that's just what I gravitate towards. But I'm like, I do have a lot of tees, so I'm like, what to make? And I was thinking, I am so excited for fall. I don't know if you are, but I am excited. It is so stinking hot here today that I'm just like, my mind is just looking forward to the cold weather of fall. So I am going to be sewing some fall things, some fall sweaters, in the hopes that the climate will hear my pleas and see me sewing a sweater and decide, you know what? I'm coming early this year. Well, it's high hopes, but you never know. So let me show you and let me tell you what I'm planning to sew. And you let me know in the comments below, what are some of your fall sewing ideas? All right, so today we're not actually sewing. Today I'm just going to be cutting. So you're just here with me to hang out, and I'm glad for that. So please don't run away. But here are some of the things that I had written down on my sewing planner. Now, you'll say, you have a sewing planner? I do have a sewing planner. Is this my sewing planner? No, this is not my sewing planner. My sewing planner, I have no idea where it is. I am a mess. My head just doesn't work that way. This is a random planner. Do I stay with the date on it? No, this is February 3rd. I think this is like a planner from like 2024. I have no idea where it came from. I think I got it from my mom, and I just have random ideas everywhere. Nothing makes sense. Comment below and let me know if you are the same way I am. It's just a pad at this point. It's just a pad. Anyway, so I was looking, like I said, first I was looking at free patterns, and I went down the rabbit trail and could find nothing that I really, really liked. Except for I did find that Closet Core Patterns has a free core t-shirt, and I'm thinking about sewing that up at some point. So I did write that down. Now I was thinking of 5 sweaters for fall, and then I was like, 5 sweaters is kind of a lot. I don't have a lot of fabric right now. I think a lot of my fall fabrics are still in my storage unit, because we do have a storage unit full of stuff. And so I'm like, you know what? Let's narrow it down to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here are the ones that I'm planning on making, and I'm going to show you what fabrics I'm going to use for them. Let me just close this laptop and kind of get it out of the way. And I am going to be adding pictures to this so you can look and see and tell me what you think about them. Number 1 is the Bleecker. The Bleecker by Sewing and the City. Now, I've made this pattern, I think, 2 or 3 times. Gorgeous. I love it. It's one of my favorites. It's a little bit oversized, but it's not super long. It's got these oversized sleeves. So beautiful. And I have this French terry fabric right here that I've had for a while. And I really do think that I got it from like a Walmart, like a bundle that was like super cheap. And so I think I'm going to use this fabric to make the bleaker. I think it's going to be so beautiful. I love the colors on this. It's got good stretch. So I think that this is going to be my bleaker. So that's one. And again, we're going to be cutting all these out today with my projector. But I won't be sewing. I won't start sewing today. I'm gonna sew sometime this week, and I will record them as I sew them because I know you all like to see the process of the sewing things. Okay, now I've got this beautiful. Oh, well, let's go in order. Okay, the second one is the Oakland. So I don't know. I think that's how you spell it. But Made for Mermaids. This is a color block number. I haven't done color blocking in a while. It used to be my jam. I used to color block all the time, and I just haven't done it lately, and I don't know why. But I thought, you know what? I need a color blocked situation because I don't have anything color blocked on my closet right now. So I'm like, let's do it. So I actually really love the bright colors like around my face, like orange and reds. I think they just bring and like bright pink, so mauve or whatever. They just bring really good tones on my skin. So I'm going with this orange. This is a waffle knit. And again, I'm saying this for the first time on this video, but I've said it many times before. I am a rebel when it comes to matching fabrics. I just like them to be very similar weight. So these are all similar weight, but they are different fabrics. Like this is a waffle, this is a rib knit, and this is another rib knit, and they're different size ribs. It's fine. Anyway, so I'm going with this one first, this waffle. And then after that, I think I'm going to go with the cream color rib. And then I'm doing the dark gray rib. So I'm going to have orange, cream, and dark. And I could do a different variation, like maybe the gray, the orange, and the tan, or the tan, orange, and gray, but I really think I want that red at my face. What do you all think? Comment below and let me know. You know, I am going to cut it, but if for some reason you all are like, that's disgusting, I might change my mind before I sew it. So comment below and let me know before I actually start sewing. Anyway, please don't tell me that's disgusting. Say it nicely. And yes, that's by Made for Mermaids. It's Oakland. Okay, now the next one is the Fall in Love. I don't know where the picture is going up. I never know. The Fall in Love by Ellie and Mac Patterns. I don't remember if I ever made this pattern. Actually, I think I did make it. I think I made it for my sister. I don't know if I've made this pattern before. But anyway, it looks gorgeous and it looks so luxe and so just cozy. It just screams fall. I have this fabric. Don't know what kind of fabric it is. It's a thicker stretch knit. It's heavier. It's thicker. It's so freaking soft. I don't even know how long I've had this fabric for. I think I've had it for like a few years. I think I got it from Joann, and I just have not thought of what I could make with it. I didn't know. So I'm going to make this Fall in Love, and I hope I fall in love with it. No, it's not fall in love. Favorite sweater. And I hope it becomes my favorite sweater. So that is what I'm going to be using for this. Oh my gosh. It's just so soft. I love it. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing with that. And then, so those are my 3 sweaters that I'm going to be cutting out. And those are the ones that are going to be coming soon to my channel. So be on the lookout. I'm going to make 3 different videos for that, so you can sew them along with me if you feel like it. And then I have another that I'm going to be cutting out. Ellie and Mac is coming out with a new dress. It's going to release, well, next week, I think. And I don't know when this video is posting, but whenever it posts, it's going to be, I think, the Monday after. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's a beautiful, like, princess seam kind of top. It's a peplum / dress as well. And it's got like 2 different options of sleeves. It's got the cap sleeves, which is what I want to do. And it's got these other like puff sleeves as well. And it can be, like I said, a peplum or a dress. I think I'm making the dress because this fabric just screams beautiful dress. This will be like a beautiful dress to wear to, I'm thinking like a wedding or some kind of brunch or some kind of get together with some girlfriends. I think it's going to be beautiful. So that's what I'm making with this fabric. So be on the lookout for that pattern that's coming out soon. If you want any of these patterns, I'm going to attach the links below. So just go ahead and go grab them. I think I have some affiliate links below of some of these pattern companies. So if there are, I would appreciate the support. No pressure though. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and get started cutting, and we're just going to project everything and cut. The first thing I need to do is move all the stuff around. Now, because I work in the back of a camper, I actually have like this like mat that I put down, this white mat that I put down, so you all can see everything crispy when I'm sewing it. So I got to remove that first and move over my projector. I get asked about my projector very, very often. It's an Epson Bright Link 595 WI. I got that projector off of eBay for like $150 because it's used. And then I got a TV stand off of Amazon for like $50. So for $200, I got the projector and the stand. And I've now had them for, I like to say, like 3 or 4 years. And it is the best investment I ever made when it came to sewing. Now, my machines are obviously probably number one investment, but it just makes things so much easier and so much quicker. We're just going to. All right, so you're getting the full view right now. It's opened. And also, I don't know if you can hear it because I have the microphone. But Bo found his stuffy, and he's squeaking it. I can hear it, but I don't know if you can hear it. So I'm removing this right here. And then I'm going to get my projector. Like I said, my projector is just on a stand. Oof. I have a bunch of stuff on the shelf right next to the stand, and the stand was kind of propping it up. Okay. Now, Bo, I'm going to have to move a little bit. You all probably want to see Bo. All right, so there's Bo and his stuffy. He likes to lay underneath with all the fabric, with all the threads everywhere and the fabric with his little stuffy. Anyway, that's where he likes to hang out. Figured you guys would like to see him. And this is what my stand looks like. So I just move it around and I just plug it in, and that's where it hangs out. We could just sit here and watch him for a while because he's so cute. Okay, so let's set it up. All right, so this is more of like a behind the scenes. I already showed you before how to use a projector, how to project and all that stuff. And that is actually on a video. So if you want to check it out, if you're curious about how I project on my pattern and all that stuff, make sure you check out that video where I show you step by step how to do it. It literally all it takes. I just moved it, plugged it in. I'm going to start calibrating here on my laptop, and it projects. Like you can see the grid. It projects the grid. I move my projector so that the grid fits into my cutting mat, and then I move the sides of the projection from my computer and set it onto my cutting mat, and then I just upload the pattern and get to sewing. So super easy. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all this up so you can see how quick it is for us to cut all these 3 patterns. 4 patterns actually. All right, the bleaker is cut out. I've got 2 cuffs. I've got 4 of the little bands that are going to go around the arm. And I've got 2 bottom sleeves, 2 top sleeves, front and back, and the neckband. So I've got it all cut out. I actually just heard that my son, I didn't have to pick him up until later, but their practice got cut short because of lightning. So I'm going to have to go pick up my son from practice, and then I'm just going to leave my projector as is. I'm going to turn it off, leave it where it's at. And then when I get back, I'll be able to finish cutting the other 2 pieces. So I'll see you in a minute. I'll see you in a little bit, I mean. All right, we are back and ready to get at it again. I'm gonna just hit the calibrate button and make sure that everything's still good. It's off a little bit. I might have knocked it when I was moving around. So I wanna make sure that I get it all correctly before I get started back up. I will say that I'm having a little bit of a hard time seeing the words on this projector file for the Women's Oakland for Made for Mermaids. So I'm having to go back to the PDF format of it on my computer and look at the wording because I can zoom in really well and it actually shows up better there. And then coming back here and then cutting. So I've got the first tier, the first layer. So now I got to do the other ones. I'm piecing together the back pieces just so I know which ones are the back. I think this is the front. Favorite sweater time, and I think this one's gonna be easy cutting. The Oakland had a lot of pieces, so that took a while, but this one doesn't have a ton of pieces. Now I just have the last thing, which is the dress. All right, and just like that, we are done cutting all of our pieces for all of our sews. The favorite sweater, the Oakland, which I'm not going to separate because it's already put together, the bleaker, and the new pattern that's coming out soon. I can't wait. Don't forget to follow, subscribe to this channel so you can see all these as I sew them up. Comment below and let me know what you plan to do for the fall, or if there's anything that you're sewing, still summer sewing or whatever. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all next time.